brightest.
Alright, to get all those swirl marks and scratches and all that water spot off, like there's a scratch right there. We're gonna use this chemical, guys, SS buffing compound, and it's a liquid. It's a scratch and swirl remover. So basically you apply it on this microfiber pad. Apply it on here. What we did was we squirted it on the hood and then we polished it off on this just to smear it so that way it dries up into like a powdery substance. And then we're going to use the Griots polisher. So with orange pad from Chemical Guys. I like these ones better than the Griots pads, only because they have the hex indentations in there, and it allows for the heat and stuff to disperse while you're buffing. And then once it's on placed on there, you usually spray like some lubricant. They prefer stuff for polish, but what we're using is the clay lube from Chemical Guys, since we Claybarred this before we started to polish it. And then you just spray one mist on the pad itself, and then we turned it on to setting 4, and then we make a pass. So we usually go in this direction a few times until it turns clear, and then do another pass over here. And once we get to the end of the hood, we wipe it all off with the towel and take a flashlight and see if we can see any more swirl marks. So let us get started and we'll see the outcome right now. This hood was heavily scratched and swirled with micro scratches from the car wash and stuff, so it's gonna be a noticeable difference. So you can see the scratches on here. So before, and you'll see the after. So he was wiping it down real quick, and as you can see, it's really shiny right now, just by using the SS media on here. So when polishing this stuff off, what we used was the edge. So we angled the pad like this when we were going, so that way it would polish all that and give you a direct polish motion with just the rim of this, instead of putting it flat, because it's gonna do this and you won't your pad won't work as good. So make sure you angle it when you're polishing it, and you'll get a pretty nice finish. And then just wipe it off with the towel after it becomes clear, and this is what you get. Okay, so you go from this crappy paint. Let's see if I could get. So you see how you got the scratches and swirls in there, to applying the compound, the SS from Chemical Guys, and then you buff it out and you'll get like this wet look over here. See how it's all rippled? So this is the SS stuff. It just needs to get wiped off, but it'll be all shiny. Let's see if I could just. And then once you wipe it and you wipe everything off, it'll be like glass, really shiny. So as you can see, compared to this older swirled side, it looks really good. Take the polish off, turn it on, 4. angle it. And then you're gonna wipe it off like that. And then that's gonna be the finished product. So you're gonna get this really nice shine on your hood if you got swirl marks and scratches. And then use some jet seal from Chemical Guys, and it's supposed to protect your clear coat and paint for 12 months. And you're gonna not use, you don't want to use the yellow, or I mean the orange buffing wheel. So you don't want to use the orange pad. You want to use the black one. So you're gonna want to use this one, the black one, and then this is the jet seal. So it gives you 12 months of protection. And you do the same thing, except for this one, you want to buff it on with something like this, or you could use your thing, your buffer, put it on, haze it up, let it sit for 20 minutes before you take the buffer and buff this stuff off. So that way it has time to embed in the paint. And then this stuff's supposed to protect your paint. And basically, if you got jets flying overhead and dropping jet fuel on your paint and eating away your clear coat, or birds crapping on your paint, this stuff will help it a lot. Now you can see after polishing it, there are no more scratches on it. Oh, and also if you apply jet seal, you could apply it to glass and your lights to seal everything up. So that's another benefit of jet seal. So after applying jet seal to the paint and the window, goes on like that, you buff it off, and then it'll come out like this. So you apply the jet seal and then buff it off with the black pad from Chemical Guys. So that's all on, and then that's after it's buffed.
Well, see, they used to have a sheet mark. Well, even when you go see you spray one on, you would melt everything off and make it like a little bit of dough.
Now after.
Sometimes I grow so tired.